Breaking down every song on this new Dave album, part 10, The Boy Who Played the Harp. Did you know Dave actually samples the Beatles at the very start of this? You know those voices you can kind of hear as the instrumental builds?
I give her all my love.
That's all I do.
That's the Beatles, and I like this. One, because it reminds me of Psycho, when you can hear these voices creeping in, but also it ties back to the intro history and how it's got both meaning. The song starts with Dave wondering what he would have done in other generations. He talks about the Titanic, the war, the civil rights movement, and he's questioning, am I doing enough now? Trying to put things in perspective. There's a bar that says, I'm a black man, and this bozo saying my music is socially conscious. Dave has a duty and a purpose to speak on big topics. This is what his calling is. So how are people just brushing off Dave's music like this, saying it's too woke? He's got a calling, he wants to do more. This song is exploring that. Besides, before this album, Dave gave us 2 #1 singles. So if you wanted Dave to make bangers, he already has. Chill, you bozo. He then brings it back to what is he doing now? Why am I not talking about the West Bank? Will it hurt my bank? Why am I not talking about illegal settlers at the fear of a shadow ban? Fear of losing social media numbers? And he puts this into perspective by having a conversation with his ancestors. What would they say? He says, I question what I'm alive for. Can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? Then he's got one of the realest bars that I probably related to the most. I get that sinking feeling that good ain't defeating evil. There's so much horrendous stuff happening in the world, and we're literally seeing it online. There's that powerless feeling of what can I do? I'll donate, I'll protest, I'll support, I'll raise awareness. But there is that sinking feeling that good is not defeating evil here. Dave says, I put that pain on vinyl, but feel like that shit ain't moving the needle. He's talking about it, he's making songs about it, but is that making any progress? But then he has a segment where he speaks to his ancestors, and they're saying it is progress, it's a process, keep going. He says, how can it be progress? I asked him, confused, disgusted. They said, David, just so you can fight, do you know how much suffering touched us? The fact they call him David makes me feel like this is his biblical calling. God told me the one and believed it. I'm the chosen one, no one else. Dave has now accepted this calling from God, from his ancestors. He understands more about their history and understands what he's got to do to be a great today. He says, give these people money, see their colors, don't mix me with them, I'm not the one. He's saying these lot money will distract them from their goal, but I am focused, I am the boy who played the harp. And then the very end is powerful. Shift that, make a name, make a start. With the will of David in my heart, the story of the boy who played the harp. I love this ending because it feels like it's just the beginning. It feels like Dave has tied up all the messages of the album. He's finally told the story of his becoming of the boy who played the harp. With the power of God, the will of David, and the harp as his sword, what is Dave gonna do next? Is his next album gonna be a more political, active one? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for all your support on this entire series. I have loved analyzing this album, coming back to Streatham and recording and editing it for you. Please hit follow and tag Dave in the comments. I'd love for him to see these videos. And let me know what you want me to talk about next. I really like this deep dive. Maybe I'll do more. I'll see you lot next time.